Now, with the increasing number of coronavirus cases
The death
reported in
toll
some
in the
countries in
UK
Europe,
has now
the
been
World Health
confirmed.
Organization has
Please,
declared the continent as
none of you take any
epicenter
chances. I mean it.
the approach.
Because if it gets really bad,
A huge national effort to halt the growth of this virus. There will come a
There's
moment
one good
when
thing
no
about
the
situation.
service in
Number of
the world.
people who
Now
have
that our
also
family
died
is together
in Scotland
24/7,
and Wales.
we're more united than ever.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real!
Personally, I'm kind of happy that it's happening because I feel like it gives society a chance to be more humane, start to look after the vulnerable people, nature's getting a chance to be free, there's less pollution, we all got to stay in and look after each other. I think family bonds are going to get stronger.
There's a lot of reasons why this virus is happening right now. For some, it's political. For others, it's what you call population control. And for others, there are so much different things this means to different people. Some it's just economics, money making.
I think it's nothing new. We've seen this before with the Ebola, swine flu. I'm sure it would die down, but just for people to be out safe, especially if you have kids. Like me, I'm not really scared of this because I was born in Africa. We've seen all sorts of diseases. They didn't really care that much about us Africans. With the Ebola, no one really cared. With this, I see the whole world is caring, but I think because it hit the Westerns before it hit us. So I think that's the difference that I see. They didn't really care that much about Africa. So
Why is that, do you think?
I don't have everyone hates us black people for some reason. And yet we're the only people that we care about everyone.
The government is not telling you all of it. So until the government come clean and say, you get me, lay their cards clear on the table so that we know exactly what the situation is, then it's never gonna be solved. They think by shoving people in their houses that that's gonna solve a situation. It's not. Clarity and truth is gonna sort. Do you get me? We're gonna have to be real and truthful and really address the real underlying issues. Man can't run how he's been running the world. So God is going to come back and take charge of his world with his son and his people.
Jesus is not going to come out and save you. Common sense is going to save you. If you don't have any business being out, don't go out. You don't need to be out. You don't need to be in crowded places. Every moment I spend outside, I just see every place that you could possibly get coronavirus. If you touch something, the man that gave me the little leaflet now, I panic a little.
See how the people move? They move like madness. It's all in their head. That's what I think. Media set up things to make an excuse. Close the borders and close out everything that comes along with it. I hope they don't close your mind. Who knows what they are doing in the schools where no one is watching? I heard about the 5G technology. They're placing this 5G technology in the schools. It is really 5G technology which is affecting the people instead of corona.
There's loads of conspiracies, it's the end times, this is what's going to happen, it's already been said, it's already been done. For the love of money is the root of evil. Local businesses are charging your people £10 for hand sanitizer. Toilet roll, that's £2, you're charging me £6, £7. Indian man, butchers, I'm going butchers, I get £5 chicken, I get loads of chicken. You get charged £15, £10 for a little. That's wrong. That's wrong. You don't exploit people like this. A set of people is gonna always be there exploiting the smaller peoples. So fear is something that controls our mind, control everything. As the Right Honourable Prophet Marcus Mosiah Garvey said, fear, we must not never work with fear. Fear is only good for animals and little children, not for us as adults.
My parents grew up in a country at the tail end of a civil war, and they didn't run out of food. But in the West, I think we're sort of privileged to the point that we are not very rational in our thinking. Food's not going to run out. There's a lot of food. The problem is not food. The problem is us being out there. But it's a shame because the people that are mostly at risk, like old people, can't fight you in the supermarket for food. They're the ones that are going to struggle. First, they're at risk of the virus itself, and now they can't get food in the supermarket. I think it's a bit shameful. We don't need to be stockpiling. There's going to be food. We just need to be a bit sensible.
I don't think like shutting everything down is the answer. I don't think we should panic, because I think the way I see it is that people have fought for our freedom to walk on the street, to be humans, you know. I'll be letting them down, the people who fought for my freedom, just to walk on the street. If I just isolate myself, I'm not going to allow that to happen personally, no.
My people, why are you going with all these tissues, all this rice and all this meat? Why some people want to have 1,000 cases of tissue and some people don't have any?
It's not like it's giving people diarrhea. If it's giving people diarrhea, you know, shit like that, no pun intended, then I would understand the mass hysteria over the toilet roll.
You don't see any of the Muslim guys complaining, you don't need toilet roll. It's not going to save your life. It's not essential. Toilet roll is a luxury.
I don't trust the government.
Would you get the vaccine?
No way.
Why?
We're meant to die. If I'm gonna die, I'll die anyway, man. No one's supposed to live for what? Eternity.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I feel like you know, back in the day there was measles, there was all types of like tuberculosis, stuff like that, and we created vaccines to protect, and they're not so widespread. So this is just another virus that we need to find a vaccine so we can all protect ourselves.
Vaccination is good. None of this anti-vax nonsense. Vaccinate your kids. Vaccination is good. There's people in Africa that walk miles. They carry their kids and walk miles to vaccinate their kids because they know the kids are going to die. There's nothing wrong with vaccination. It's just ignorance or lack of information, or as they call it, fake news. There's nothing wrong with it. If there's a vaccination, I will try. Obviously, I won't be the first, maybe the 10th.
I have a very strong immune system. I don't get ill, I don't get sick, because I try to look after myself. I sleep as much as I can. I try to meditate as much as I can. I try to kind of distance myself from any stress. So that's how you should do it, I think. If you have a good immune system, if you sleep well, if you eat healthy, I think your immune system is going to be okay. You don't need to get the vaccine. And the vaccine should be like the last straw, I would say, because we don't know what it contains. We don't know what's inside. So I think like you should take it as a last result, I think, if you really need it.
Vaccine can never be the solutions. We got to get to the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem, someone have 10 billion and some man has none. So it's just greed. Until the philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significant than the color of his eyes, the dream of lasting peace will be nothing but a fleeting illusion, never to attain. So until there's some people who claim that they are first class and some people is second class, we can never see peace. Well, as a people, this is teaching us that more than ever before, it is more detrimental that we come together, that we band together, that we learn to share as a people. Coming together, united we stand as one unit. Division only break us apart. My people, it's time I'm extending to you right now. Not with the same of who is white and who is black and who is purple. This is not about color, creed. It's about one people living in earth and gaining and sharing all the resources which the Most High has provided us for us all to live as one.